Didn't think it'd be this hot already. Today I have to transplant the Mexican sage that I'm growing because the Mexican sage flowers make really nice wreaths and they dry really pretty. Uh, but mine aren't flowering and their leaves are yellow, which is telling me they're either, which I know they are, too close together, need to be spaced more, or um, they're not draining well, which I suspect might be the problem with the yellow leaves, as you can see. So I need to fix that. And because today's going to be 101, um, I need to do it early just so the plants and myself will not die, wither, faint slowly. So what I have to do first, what I did first, I put down the weed control. And I'll show you this one. Look at, this is the weave kind. And look, it's not controlling weeds. I'm sorry, but no, that's not. We have tons of flowering tobacco, and it is just, I'm constantly having to pull those up. So if you're going to do weed control, get the black opaque plastic. It's, nothing gets through it. It's, and it stands up. It holds, I've used it for two different seasons, so it's held up. So what I need to do is dig holes, prepare the soil, because Mexican sage likes rocky, kind of like a lavender, likes a rocky soil that drains well. It's a great plant for drought resistance, but it also can withstand Florida rains in the summer, which we haven't had any. It's been the weirdest summer. It's been so dry. So that's what I'm going to do. But the other great thing is, what's amazing, this isn't a huge crop, of course, it's just a little mini crop. All of these plants, I had 3 little plants that I had planted, and my husband put Roundup on them. He thought they were weeds because they hadn't flowered. So each time they get a little bigger, I separated them. And each time again, I separated them. So from 3 almost completely dead Mexican sage plants, I was able to make these. So they're very hardy, and they're one of my favorite little flowers. So it's like a velvety purple flower, so pretty in wreaths, just hanging as a bunch. They're gorgeous. So that's what I'm gonna do today. The other thing that they like is a little bit of acidic soil. Uh, pH isn't really important with the soil, but they're like a little acidic. And luckily for me, I have more than enough of pine needles. So I'm going to mix pine needles with some rocks. And then our soil is, Lincoln's interrupting us. Our soil is very sandy, loam soil, as they call it. So all I have to do is walk down one of our lanes here and get some pine needles. And that's what we're going to do, and get to it before we are devoured by 101 degrees and 70% humidity. Yuck. Of course, as I start to film this, the dogs decide to play together and have zoomies together. Stop. And there they go. Anyways, so what I did is I dug up 2 different kinds. But as you can see, just went down to the roots. And it's really easy to separate. You guys, Mom's trying to do something here. Okay. So now I'm going to separate them. I'll show you how to separate them. It's really easy. They're not too root bound or too stuck together or intertwined. And it's really easy to get yourself, like, out of that large plant, each stem will give me another whole plant. And they get about 4 feet wide. So that's why I'm going to make the holes 4 feet separate apart. Guys, okay. I'm I'm going to figure out what to do with the dogs and then come right back. Okay, so here's one of the dug up, and it's, I mean, you have to be a little tough with them, but most part, they come apart pretty easy. So out of this one plant, I can get probably 3 more plants. I'm going to keep some of it together. That's more root bound together. I'll keep those together. So from there, there's, let's see, that one's a baby. This one I can put into soil for cutting because it still has green down at the bottom. It's not as woody. I would cut right here and stick it in soil, and I can get cuttings from that. And this one too. That's another way to do it. It's a little longer, but this way I think they doubled in size. I put them under the ultraviolet lights during the winter because they do go dormant. They will go woody and dormant. Put them under the ultraviolet lights and trick them, and they tripled in size to where I could keep separating and separating and separating. That's why I love them so much. It's like a really pretty weed. Very handy. There's another little cutting I can use. So now I'm going to plant these. Yay! So with the soil, like I said, we have a very sandy soil. So if you don't have sandy soil, try and add some sand. But I just get rocks. You know, we don't have a lot of rocks, so I have to buy the rocks. Get some rocks, and then I take the pine needles and mix that in. Give it a nice big deep hole. It needs to be deeper than that. I'm gonna have to stop filming and dig my hole, and then I can come back. Okay, now I know this isn't the way that a lot of farmers do it or gardeners, but I just take it and put it over the plant like so. I've done it other ways, but one of the biggest problems that I have had with the weed control in the plants is that I make the hole too big, and then the weeds are surrounding. They'll come up around it. Because like I said, we have that flowering tobacco, which is a nightmare. So there we have one separated Mexican sage ready to go. And what I want to do is a video when it starts flowering and I can do the cuttings and make a wreath with it because it makes a really pretty wreath. The leaves dry like almost like a white sage. Oops, sorry, that's my hand. And they're just the prettiest little velvet flowers. And even when they get older and they fade, they turn into just a faded lilac. It's really pretty. And look, all the dogs are happy. Wait, I'm not showing the dogs, am I? There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yay! To any kind souls who were kind enough to stop by and watch the video, thank you. And apologies for my hand being in so many of the shots. I need to work on that. And, oh my God, I know how dirty I was. Anyways, thanks. I will work on more videos real soon. Bye.